everyone, and welcome to Barely Necessities. That's laughingplace.com's live discussion of Disney merchandise. I'm Rebekah Mosley, the co-founder of Laughing Place, and with me is Rebekah Burbank, our site manager. Oh man, Becca, it is so good to be back. Good to see you. How you been?
I've been good. Mysterious Benedict Society returned today to Disney Plus, so I'm like super happy.
That's right. I totally forgot. Oh man, I woke up this morning and caught some of the new Tales of the Jedi on Disney Plus. Loved it. I can't wait later this week. I'm sure I'll get to talk about it with Mike Celestino on Star Wars Headlines, but I forgot about Benedict Society. Yay. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. Got more to watch.
I was giddy. We got up early as we usually do for the Wednesday releases, and I was giddy all morning.
Oh, so cool. Okay, well, we actually get to talk about merchandise here, and it's fitting that you are a bright redhead because we're starting off with the Merida doll, and they've changed the interface on my screen while I've been gone, and so I was clicking the wrong thing. There you go. And now we actually have it to share.
Yes, we do. Yeah, this is a new limited edition doll. This celebrates the 10th anniversary of Rey. And as you can see, it's different from the designer collection. We already... Rigby. Sorry, my dog is deciding to... Rigby. She's usually so good.
You can see
Excuse the interruption.
Error. You can see her quiver. Yes. Her arrow here, the nice medallion that they have on this doll. This is an edition size. I want to say 4,900, Becca.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Hey, Kayla.
Yeah, and it's retails for $149.99, so it's a little above the designer collection dolls. And I'm thinking that's probably going to be the new base for the limited edition dolls, is probably going to be that $150 range now instead of $130. I don't know. I'm just thinking because they had announced the designer collection all at one time, it doesn't make sense to raise the prices on the dolls. But, you know, with new releases, you can. So I think it's really pretty.
I was going to say, I like how they've realized her curly hair here. It's got that very familiar Merida curl to it. So nice.
And I like that they have
one of my favorites.
They have freckles on her face and then also there on her neck and like collarbone. So I don't know about her arms or how much more of her body might have freckles, but I thought that was a neat detail to include as well.
Oh, that is. Continuing with Shop Disney, it's a limited time buy two get one free nuiMO sale.
Yes, it's select nuiMOs, so not everything, but some of the actual nuiMO plush, and then several of the outfits are buy two get one free. So pretty great deal there, especially if you're collecting them, or if you're getting ready to do a whole bunch of like holiday shopping. Use the code nuiMOs at checkout, and yeah, you get something free. So I think that's pretty great deal.
By the way, currently at the Vineland outlets there near Walt Disney World, the ones that are kind of just off of the Disney Springs area, the ones that are really close thereby, they have nuiMO clothes for, I wanted to say it was like $1.99. I couldn't believe how inexpensive the outfits were. But what I ended up spending my money on, Becca, was they had this lounge fly. It was
very cute.
It was marked down at like 37, I want to say. And then they also had the one that I really loved. I'm going to show it off too, because I came away with two Loungefly for the price of one. Thanks to the pricing there at the outlet. But I was a little worried about going because I kept hearing how bad the crowds are and stuff. But I went on I want to say it was a Monday afternoon. And I learned from talking to a few locals that if you avoid the weekends and don't go like first thing in the morning, that it can be much more manageable. And in fact, we didn't have any kind of wait at all before we tried to pop into those outlets. And they have amazing variety of products. available that have been found in the Disney stores previously. While I was there, I had not only these lounge flies, but that Alice in Wonderland Mary Blair collection was there. Some of the Stitch products were there. Those plates that are the blue and white Mickey head plates, those were there. So those are some of the items that you can currently find at the outlet. Obviously, that's kind of the last chance for those. So, you know, when you take your trip, it may be something different. But if you're unfamiliar, look up the Vineland outlet and maybe give it a stop by if you want to get a few Disney items for just a little bit less than, okay, quite a bit less than
Yes.
inside the parks. Continuing with with Disney Junior holiday items. You've gathered up a little holiday
Alex
guide,
did.
Rebekah.
Alex gathered this
Oh,
up for us.
Alex, I'm
So
sorry.
yeah, he's done a lot in terms of reviewing the products from Just Play and a lot of the Disney Junior stuff for us as well. So he put together this great article for us. And yeah, we've got some really cute Mickey and Minnie stuff. I love that it's got the light up ears and the light up nose, and he, you know, like got
And
a
it
little bit of
plays like
movement there.
shoulders, knees, and toes.
Right, right.
So cute. And then this Minnie Mouse. Oh, I had to pull up the video because when you hit the little heart on her shirt, look, she like will tootle around. This is the video that they put over on Amazon. Look, and the little cart, and she just kind of waddle by as it plays a song called Busy Puppy. I'm guessing if I had a Disney Junior watcher in my house, I would be familiar with Disney Puppy. So.
And one of the newer shows, I mean, I guess it's been around for over a year now, but it's the Alice in Wonderland Bakery, or something like this, something like that. I'm going to say this wrong. Alice's Wonderland Bakery, and there's a cute little baking set there along with the doll, as you can see. So I remember as a kid really being into like the cooking toy sets, and so if you've got aspiring little chefs at home, this is just the perfect way to you know, stoke that passion, right?
Yep, and since we're discussing Christmas, we've also got a variety of advent calendars. And Bekah, there's quite a price range available on these.
Yes, there really is. And there's so much more than what we have in this post. This is just scratching the surface, but there's some that I thought were really, really cool, including like National Geographic. I didn't realize they were doing advent calendars. So they have a couple of advent calendars. There's the Lego ones, which have been popular. We've got here the Marvel, I think, Guardians of the Galaxy, but there's also Star Wars and a couple of other Disney Legos. Yes, they were sold out when I last looked, but I'm glad to see they're back, and I know that we've seen those in the park. I believe Mike took pictures of this just the other day. So kind of cool. You get to build your own droid, and then it also comes with a complete droid. I think there's a total of 6 of the Droid Factory characters in there. So
very cute. And then I noticed a nuiMO one as well. And
yes.
Bekah has collected this little list here, has calendars that range in price from $30 from $29.99 all the way up to $245. So you can really plan based upon what particular budget you've got in mind. This was one I spotted at the parks, as well as being, I believe it's also on Shop Disney. And that is the Season's Greetings. It's a little collection of necklaces and charms and earrings and barrettes featuring the Disney characters in a holiday fashion. So those are available too. Apparently, Kyle thinks that since you ended up being a baker after playing with cooking toys, that clearly he must have played with a laptop toy.
He probably did, and that's why he's smarter than me, because he had the, you know, like learn to spell and doing the math, all that, you know. And I'm just like, chocolate chips.
I debate that. The assertion that he's smarter than you. But and by the way, no, I'm not. I'm wearing a Disney Cruise Line hat, not a Toronto Blue Jays hat. They still play in Toronto, right? Yes. The Wonderground Gallery has unveiled some new artwork.
Yeah, this was a recent discovery we found on a trip to downtown Disney, and I just think it's really cool that they're celebrating international artwork right here at home. So if you or someone you know is an art collector or just really passionate about Disney, there's some really cool things to check out there.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah,
I
like
like
that,
how the Tokyo Disney features cherry blossoms as well as
right?
the Mount Prometheus and the castle. Oh, very
And you've
sweet.
got Duffy and oh no, it looks like Shelly May actually and Stella
Oh,
Lou are
yeah.
joining the group there.
And
And that's a
Chippendale.
perfect
Oh.
representation of entire like Tokyo Disney Resort. Like they've got it all. They've got it all in there.
Oh, it's very, very sweet, brightly colored. So keep your eye out for these at the Wonderground Gallery if you're looking for international artwork. And as we continue to focus on international, we'll go to World Showcase, where there's a new variety of ornaments popping up at EPCOT's creation shop.
Yeah, how cool are these? Did you get to see them?
I
Did you
actually
get to
saw,
Epcot
yeah,
on your
you
trip?
know, I saw these in person, and I was trying to remember if I saw them illuminated because
Oh,
I couldn't recall if they have multicolor or not because like I say, I remember seeing them on the shelves, but none of them really spoke to me. They're nice, they're very minimalistic, and that nice layered look that we've seen with some of the
yes.
toys recently, where you could like assemble a scene from It's a Small World or assemble a scene from the Tiki Room. So I really like that kind of flat look that then has a dimensional element to it. So it really attractive. And they've got all 11 World Showcase pavilions, and these were unveiled at the Creation Shop. I'm hoping that they'll make their way to Shop Disney for everybody who isn't
I would
heading to the parks,
I would think so.
right?
Uh, I feel like there's going to be another huge merchandise dump in a week or so after all of Halloween, because they've had their Halloween costumes in various forms of 40% off, like either 40% off or added as part of like a special code if you buy, like a mystery savings if you put this in your cart. So they've had their costumes on sale for a long time, and Halloween isn't even here. I'm thinking we're gonna get a huge like holiday dump influx.
As I was telling Ben earlier on Inside LP, I'm looking forward to that transition from pumpkin spice to gingerbread. I am much more of a
Yeah.
gingerbread fan, and I'm much more garland than jack-o'-lanterns. So I'm looking forward to this upcoming shift from the scary to the merry. So
Yes. Yes.
so yeah, continuing with merchandise, I know that our team is getting ready for the Wakanda Forever premiere, and some cosmetics companies are jumping on board as well. There's so much different merchandise around this. I've been impressed with what I've seen, Bekah.
I think my favorite so far has been Adidas, but that's because I like their shoes. um,
Oh,
yes.
I enjoyed seeing Sprite has like oh no,
That
okay, honestly I wish I had the picture to pull up for you. We were at Walmart during my trip to Orlando, and they have a purple and limited like a special design um uh toolkit. It's like 45 tools, like screwdrivers and stuff like that,
okay.
specially designed with the Wakanda Forever. So it's like a Black Panther case. It cracked
Oh,
me up.
that's
I was
so
like,
cool.
okay, we'll just Wakanda Forever on it on all sorts of things.
For sure. I know. And I love, have you seen the Lexus commercials with Denai Guerrera as um General Okoye? She's in the car, she's got a spear. Like it looks so cool. And I'm like, I want that Lexus.
Oh, I need to
I,
go find that. That seems like fun.
so yeah,
In the meantime, if you want to bring Wakanda to your home, they're MAC Cosmetics, huh?
yes, this is launching on November 1st. You can sign up to be notified about it. Hollywood Reporter broke the story today. They have the exclusive. So there's a nice collection of makeup we've got eyeshadow palettes, some various type of lip products, brushes, and that really cool cosmetic bag in the background that has the like Black Panther motif. So it looks very much like the necklace that T'Challa wears in the first movie. I'm assuming we're going to see much more of that in this movie as well. But they've got some really pretty, like bold colors, and I'm impressed with this. So I'm thinking it might make its way to my to my collection.
I love the black and purple that's being featured with the Wakanda
Yes.
Forever merchandise, and this print look that they have on the handles and the lipstick cases here as well is really really striking. So this is an attractive set just sitting on your counter. So I'm eager to see what you think of it when and if it makes its way to
Yes.
your home. So I know people speak highly of MAC Cosmetics. So I'm sure it'll be fantastic when they do make their way there. Oh man, there's so much Marvel stuff. It's unbelievable. Just a few years ago, I don't feel like I would have been able to walk in the store and get a pair of Marvel Skechers, but I can now.
Right? Yeah, I was hesitant about putting this in here, and I thought this is unique enough that maybe our fans and our viewers don't know about this. But it's a Marvel by Skechers collection, and it's part of their like worker shoes. So these are like all either that composite toe or the steel toe, or they're designed for people who are going to be on their feet on the job. You know, the essential workers, basically.
Yeah,
And
and in some cases that means a non-slip grip base of
yes,
the shoe as well because of the environments you may be in or kind of fluctuate. So a nice variety of Marvel characters are featured. You've got Spider-Man, you've got Punisher,
yeah,
you have Captain Marvel. So it's not merely kind of a one-note design. You've also got more of a sneaker look versus a work boot look. So if you are
yes.
somebody who are on your feet and a Marvel fan, check out the new Marvel by Skechers collection. Becca and the team have gathered up a look at those right here on Laughing Place. And in the more traditional realm of Marvel collectibles, a new Funko.
Yeah, this is an Entertainment Earth exclusive, so we love when there are Funko exclusives, right? Um, I think that, or at least right now, it means the only place you can get it is at Entertainment Earth. And this is Mysterio as he appears the very first time you meet him in the Marvel Comics. In he's the Earth version, 616 version, and it's from the 1964 era. So very cool. It glows in the dark, as you can see. I love that it's just this giant silver orb
Yep.
make up his head, which is completely accurate to the comics. He's a Spider-Man villain, so if you have Spider-Man pops, this will fit right in there with everything you have at home.
And as always, we want to remind you that we have an affiliate relationship with Entertainment Earth. If you use our ee.toys/LPFan link, or if you enter LPFan at checkout, you'll get 10% off in stock and free shipping on orders over $39. So be sure and keep those in mind as you are preparing for the holiday shopping. And Entertainment Earth has a wide variety of brands, whether it's Marvel, Disney, I'm trying to think, Star Wars. You can find them over there, and in a variety of price ranges as well, from
Yes.
small keychains all the way up to more high-end collectible pieces. So keep Entertainment Earth in mind as you shop. And we appreciate when you shop through Laughing Place because we do receive a small affiliate fee, which helps to fund things like Barely Necessities. Back to our friends over at shopDisney, who I just ordered from recently because a friend in Tokyo wanted one of those collectible Magic Kingdom stones that you can
Oh yes, the legacy
commemorative
pavers.
coat. Yeah, the pavers, that's the word. Yeah, wanted a paver and they don't ship internationally, so I got a note. Could you please order one for me? So I have that on the way. But in the world of Star Wars, oh man, Becca, when this popped up, okay, I know we're going to talk about a lot of Star Wars stuff right now, but this item right here, when this popped up, I was like, where was this when I was a child?
I know. I know.
Oh,
I think
I
the
would.
closest thing we had was my sister, who's 4 years younger than me. She had a Beauty and the Beast, like you build the tent and then slip the cover over it. It was Beauty and the Beast. So that's the closest thing that I had as a kid to anything Disney tent related.
This is so cool. It's for kids, so it's not as big as I want. I want one for adults, by the way. I'm just going to say that right now. Shop Disney, if you happen to stop by this.
Yeah.
Yes, please, adult size. I wouldn't mind throwing this up in my backyard, enjoying some time out in the sun, out in the backyard without bugs inside my own little Millennium Falcon play tent. I'm going to admit that to everybody here. But
Hey,
yeah,
I'm right there with you. If it's long enough, I might even consider just using it like a sleeping bag. Like, just grab some blankets and like,
it's
yeah.
just too fun. Oh man. Okay, so there's a variety of items over at Shop Disney in that world of Star Wars. There's the Millennium Falcon play tent that we just gushed over. Some beautiful sheets for both full, queen, twin size. Oh, Nikki, sure. It's the nephews who need the tent. I hear you. I have some nephews who will need that tent as well. Oh, let's see. The Ewoks are up to no good with this milk
Yes.
and cookies set. It's so cute.
It's very cute, and we've talked about it a couple times on the show. Some of the Ewok holiday collection, as they've got it on like spirit jerseys. There's a plush, so yeah, I love that they've added the milk and cookies plate and cup as well. I like the style too. It's very like vintage. It's also entirely Star Wars, but it doesn't quite have the same like Star Wars aesthetic. Does that make sense? Like they've done
Yeah.
a really good job. They've given it like a definite holiday vibe, but also you're like, okay, it's Star Wars.
Kyle snitching on you. Says there's an item that came up today that apparently you guys are also trying to use your nephew as a shield for buying. No, just
Oh,
kidding.
well, it would have to be because it won't fit us. I don't have it included in this, but there's the Yub Nub gummy bear sweatshirt. It's the Ewoks, but they look like little gummies.
I saw that Yub Nub gummy bear shirt, and my first thought was, how do you have that without having actual like Yub Nub gummies? How do you want to sell me a shirt and not have
That'll be the next
actual
thing.
gummies for me to buy? I mean, come on. It's really
Maybe.
cute. It's over there on Shop Disney. It's a Yub Nub gummies. It's like, oh, they're so cute.
Well, I was even looking at the size chart and I'm like, based on height and based on the waist, I could probably fit into, and I'm like, no, but my arms are too long. It's not going to fit the shoulders. I'm like, okay, yeah, I won't be able to wear a kid's shirt, even in the largest size.
So, and if you love these little Ewoks, they're also featured. We've seen them, like Bekah mentioned, we've seen them on some cardigans, some sweatshirts. So they're in a variety of products this holiday season from Shop Disney. So be sure to check that out. Continuing within the world of Star Wars, our very own Mike C. Was over at Downtown Disney over here on the West Coast and spotted a new Mandalorian medallion dispenser in the Star Wars Trading Post. It offers 4 different collectible pieces. On the flip side of these, you have the Mandalorian logo, but on the front side, you've got Din Djarin. You've got what I'm going to call the Mandalore skull because it's a mythosaur, and I couldn't think of that word in the moment. And Grogu, along with Ahsoka, who is heavily featured in the Tales of the Jedi series currently on Disney Plus, but she also will have her own series coming soon.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's very exciting. I think these designs are really cool. I love how these look like heavy medallions, and which is good, I think, right? Like you're paying a lot for this.
Yeah, I was gonna say the set of 4 is available for $15. So that's what the pricing is on these. So I'm gonna guess they're what, like 4 or 5. Yeah, there you go. All 4 coins are available for $15. I got confused initially. I was telling Kyle about this, our site editor, because it's just those machines. When you take a picture, it'll glitch it out, and so I was very confused because it said 4 for $1, and I had a very hard time buying that was the pricing. And then I read in our article that it was 4 for $15, and I was like, oh, okay, just part of the 5 is missing. Okay, that's more what I'd expect. So there you go. So those are available at Downtown Disney. We've also got the Bring Home the Galaxy roundups happening. Bekah, you've been highlighting a lot of content with these.
Well, I'm switching off with Mike C. So he took last week and I had this week. But
Okay.
yes, there's a lot of products that span the entire galaxy. We've most importantly though, well, yeah, this shirt, this painted designs. I cannot remember the name
Rain
of
Spooner.
the
This is Rain Spooner.
Spooner.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
With this kind of pencil sketch look with the various characters involved in Christmas activities. It cracked me up as I got a closer look at it.
Yeah, I got Leia in that poncho, which we all know that I love because I have that. Well, not poncho. Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah,
You've got the classic Leia look there. I'm like, I could recreate that scene. Maybe you can dress Rigby up in as an Ewok. But yeah, it's really great collection. It's available in various products for adults and kids, so the whole family can have matching Rain Spooner Star Wars attire.
And David, yes, they still have press penny machines at Disney, and in fact, in many cases, they are not. There, you can pay with a credit card, so it's not even like you have to have your own penny anymore. You just, they give you a penny and press it. So there you go. This one caught my eye amongst the items, Bekah. It is a voice manipulator feature plush. So what happens here is when you squeeze him and the little red saber lights up, then it will manipulate your voice to sound Vader-esque. So I thought this was a fun and clever idea, available over at Walmart. Continuing with that type of electronic fun, the Mandalorian helmet offers a collection of phrases when you hit the button. So you would hear things like, "This is the way," "I'm a Mandalorian." Apparently he says, "I like those odds." That did not jump out at me as familiar, but that's one of the ones there. Your husband is asking if the shirt company is named after some sort of measure of precipitation. Kyle. We've also got some lightsabers and dark sabers and various electronic weaponry to enjoy.
Lots of lightsabers this week. I'm sure you guys will be talking more about on Star Wars headlines, but yeah, there's some of those new, like the lightsaber forge. So those kits that you can, it comes with a full lightsaber set, and then you can build it the way that you want to. And then a lot of the pieces are mix and match. So if you have more than one, you can have, whatever unique lightsaber for your own Padawan, or they can be whichever character they want to be.
And we've also got some available at Target. We've got the I don't know why I was about to say El Capitan, but okay, the Emperor Palpatine Funko Pop.
I can see how that. I can totally see how that would. Yes, because I would do the same thing.
And then also an R2D2. And finally, there was this one. This is stunning from Star Wars: A New Hope. If you need to build your own cantina of villainy, there you go.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to block a user over here. I'm a little distracted. Let's see, Bekah. We've got a few lightsaber hilts. I'll let you talk about these.
Yeah, these are new to Shop Disney and at Disney parks. We Mike C had the exclusive reveal about these lightsaber hilts coming to various Disney locations. But we've got Qui-Gon Jinn and we have Count Dooku, or the Jedi Master Dooku, before he made the switch to the Sith's way of the Force. But yeah, these are available now and they're orders, but they're part of the Legacy lightsaber collection. So if you have the other Legacy lightsaber blades, they've got when everything's attached, they'll light up in green for Qui-Gon and blue for Count Dooku. So those are really cool. And they're $160, I think, $170 each. But yeah, great collectible pieces.
continuing with collectible lightsabers over at Entertainment Earth, you'll find Luke Skywalker's lightsaber in this Force FX Elite variety. Once again, one of the nice things that I've noticed as a Star Wars fan is that there's kind of a wide range of prices in regards to owning a lightsaber. You've got anywhere down to the really inexpensive kids ones that, you know, still they're a lot of fun because they make noise now when you swing them around. They'll make, you know, interactive noises as they're being used. And then all the way up to these very much more high-end, very detailed items, and in some cases where you want to display the hilt but not necessarily the blade all the time, because it's not the retractable blade, because the blade itself has all these kind of very intricate elements of design within them. And Mike C did a video on our YouTube channel here featuring several of these. So if you're interested in a lightsaber as the holidays approach, look at some of the videos that Mike C has done, because he can kind of give you an idea of the differences between them, why one may be in $278 while another one may be $29.99. Mm-hmm. So just to kind of, you know, give you a little bit of an idea there. They've also got the Inquisitor double blade has come to Target with that lightsaber forge line that Bekah was just mentioning. And then within the world of Citizen watches, we have a couple of new Star Wars designs. These are really attractive, Bekah.
They are. Yeah. We've got Han Solo and Chewbacca, which I thought is so perfect. And, you know, it's that higher end collectible, but also, you know what it represents, but it doesn't scream Star Wars on first glance. Like, you could wear this watch every day or for, you know, for work outings or whatever. And I think it's really great.
Yeah, if you dress like this, though, they might speculate.
Yeah, that's true. But who knows? At some startups, that might totally be like, you know, that's totally cool. That's the CEO right there.
There you go. Like, you go to work cosplaying as Chewie in your very fuzzy.
I mean, look at me. I'm at work and I'm wearing my Wendy wig and hat because this is as close as you're going to get to any Halloween thing for me. So yeah.
Good point. I've got on a Disney Cruise Line hat and a Disney Pictures t-shirt. So yeah, okay. To each his own. Oh, and that brings us to the wrap up. I do not have a Sensational Seven for you this week because, yeah, I was sick when I got back from my vacation. So I do not have that for you, but we will instead bring you Bekah's shopping list. That's all the things we didn't talk about, but are appearing or will appear soon on Laughing Place.
Yes. We didn't have the time for everything today, but there's a Mighty Ducks 30th anniversary spirit jersey that looks like, is it Charlie Conway? Am I saying that right? The team captain. So it's got the number 96, and then instead of his name on the back, it says quack, quack, quack. But it's very like early Mighty Ducks, not the hockey national hockey league.
I was going to say, I think our CEO shared that in the chat because he was so excited. I think he shared that in the Slack channel. Either that or he commented on it being very cool. It hit that demographic perfectly. Our CEO is usually wearing a DuckTales jacket, so it kind of lets you know what age range we're looking at there.
Yeah, no, this is definitely for like millennials and Gen Z. Like let's be clear. A lot of the stuff that Disney's releasing is targeted for people who love this stuff when we're kids.
Yeah.
I'll move on. We've got a Nightmare Before Christmas gift guide from the Disney Parks blog. They have 13 items, a whole bunch of different products, all sorts of Nightmare Before Christmas fun. There's Christmas ornaments. We talked about the World Showcase, but there's other Christmas ornaments at Walt Disney World that we found on one of our recent trips. So some, I think like a popcorn bucket type design, and just some other really cute things. Shop Disney. If you are a D23 member, you can enjoy 20% off of $65 for just a couple more days. Roosevelt has some Nightmare Before Christmas flannels. I believe the first design is sold out, but the second one is still available, and they're going to restock those. They're really, really cute. They're focused on Sally, but they look really, really nice. They're not like a ladies cut or anything. They're long sleeve flannel shirts, but they did a really great job. Disney Villains merchandise roundup. So we've had so much Villains merchandise since this start of this year. So we've gathered everything together in a roundup for you. The Disney Big Coach extra 20% off. I think that actually just ended. I had prepped this for yesterday, and then
that's right.
We had a schedule change, so I forgot to take that off. But if you do like the Disney Big Coach, I'm wearing my Little Mermaid shirt here, and there's still some other great items over on the Coach Outlet website
that Coach stuff is really attractive. I was actually traveling with my friend Anita during this recent Walt Disney World visit, and man, that stuff is nice.
Yeah, I love it, and it's great quality as always. I will wrap up here really quick. We've got a Stan Lee comic cover Funko, so it's a tall, like height of a comic book. So Stan Lee comic cover, and then he is in there, a little Funko Pop of him. Does not come out of the case, but it's a nice display. All in one piece. And then there's some new Star Wars collectibles, like a jumbo Ahsoka Tano doll and a milestone Yoda, because we're coming up on the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. So some really, really great collectibles if you are looking to grow your Star Wars collection.
Okay, so my husband brings up the $40. I have to share this story. So we were at the outlet. Oh. We were at the outlet, and behind the counter, they had those Coach, the Mickey and Minnie walking hand in hand that's from the shopping bag. They have it as a Coach keychain. I want to say it was retailing for like $100 and something. And I saw it behind the counter. And so I was kind of I was curious how much it was going to be at the outlet. And I'm sure Doobie is unaware of any of this. He just sees a keychain behind the counter. And so when I say, oh, how much is the keychain behind the counter? And the response was $40. I could just feel Doobie's reaction was like, what? $40? Wait. And so, I explained to him later, no, you don't know. It's Coach. So therefore the retail, the MSRP on that is much, much higher.
Right.
$40. I was just curious if it was going to be within a range that I might consider. And $40 is still out of the price range for me to get a keychain. So
yes.
If it had been maybe $15 less, then I may have debated, simply because I knew it was Coach. It's a design I really like. So then it would have fallen into the debatable, oh, this is extravagant, but it would make me smile enough that I'll do it. But 40, I just couldn't. I would be like, I would just look at this keychain and be like, I can't believe I spent $40 on this keychain.
No, I completely agree. Yeah.
Everybody has their line. I know everybody's line is a little bit different, but mine was about, if they had told me a price about $15 cheaper, I might have been like, now I'm thinking it might be fun.
Well, look, I pulled up our article from when the collection first launched in March, and yeah, we've got the keychain in there. It's still on the Coach website, so not the outlet website, but it's 65 listed on there. It's 65.
That's 65. So, okay, so it's still not fully marked.
It's still 40 is still quite a discount.
Yeah, no, that's true. So
I am hoping that all of this stuff makes its way to the outlet, because I am not purchasing any of it until it's at the outlet. Hence why I have this shirt and not,
That's what we do, right? We buy the item that we totally adore, and then you kind of wait until the other ones fall within the. You hope that maybe some of it will make its way to where you can end up with some discounts on it. Apparently, Doobie thought it was going to come with a car. I don't know what car he's driving around at $40, but
that might be Gucci stuff. Like Gucci prices. Like if you think Coach is a lot, have you ever seen the Gucci pricing? Oh my goodness, they're $275 for a T-shirt. You're like, $3,500 for a pair of pants. Yeah, that's something where I'm like, is there a car with this? A bicycle?
During this trip to Disney World, there was so much merchandise I wanted to bring home. I have never struggled as much to not shop as I did during this trip. They've got some really adorable They've got some really adorable jewelry collections that have come out. I picked up this hat. It's really sleek. I mean,
Yes.
I really I haven't even taken the tags off yet. But yeah, no, I picked up this hat. There was a shirt I ended up picking up, but there were so many items that I picked up and looked at and then just didn't quite, make it out the door with it. In part because there's not enough room in my suitcase, and in part because I have a son who I also bought stuff for. Like, I bought. Well, let's see. We bought him the EPCOT celebration jacket. Look at that.
How was it all in
fun.
person? I imagine it just looks. How was all the EPCOT stuff in person? Because it's so beautiful online. Like, is it even better?
I really liked a lot of it even more in person. I did. The Figment statue with the illumination wasn't as impressive as I wanted it to be in person.
Okay.
I think that one could have benefited from perhaps being internally illuminated rather than the little lights kind of shining on the spaceship Earth. If somehow the spaceship Earth itself had illuminated in those colors, I think it might have been more impressive. So, in fact, Anita went there with the intent of buying it, and then upon seeing it in person, was like, I'll pass. But she did walk out with a Loki gator that she got to carry around the park with her throughout the day. Our Loki gator was loved. Chewie at one point tried to eat it, thought about eating it when we were over at Galaxy's Edge. So that was a bit of fun. The Magic Band. Next week, I really do want to talk a little bit about what I learned becoming a Magic Band Plus user, because on this trip I got to use the Magic Band Plus, and there are a few little things I learned about that, and I will definitely be bringing that out the next one. Let's see, crank, yeah, exactly, pump it up. I like sparkly things. I like light up things. And the resort hotels, I noticed a lot more resort hotel merchandise this trip. That's always nice. The contemporary items that I'd seen before, there were more of them. That mod 60s look. I had seen before a dress, but this trip there was also a mug, a Loungefly purse, a shirt, mouse ears. So it was really, really nice to see. And like I say, my understanding is quite a few of those had been previously available, but just not when I had been at the resort before. So it was nice to see those in person. Boardwalk, an adorable ornament of Mickey and Minnie. So maybe I'll bring some pictures next time. We'll play a little bit of Rebekah's window shopping trip, because I did take a few pictures of those, so maybe we'll have a chance to showcase those next week. It was very nice to be back. Missed doing this, missed chatting merchandise with you. Texted you a couple of times while I was at the park.
Yes, I knew you had that. I knew about the one Loungefly bag. I didn't know about the other. So I'm glad you got those though. And yeah, 2 of them for the price of 1 originally, like, absolutely.
I was so happy. And they were ones that we had talked about on the show, and I'd been like, ooh, I could see myself buying that one. So I was so thrilled when I happened to spot them at the outlet. So that was great. But thanks everybody for joining us. Thank you, Bekah, as always, for all your efforts here at Laughing Place. Greatly appreciated. As we've talked about before, Wakanda Forever premiere is just around the corner. So our team is kind of getting ready to bring you more information and details on those events as they happen. Mike Celestino is covering some Muppet-oriented thing. I can't remember what it is. Oh, Masked Singer Muppet Night. So that kind of fun is coming up. I know he's also reviewed the latest Star Wars content. So we've got lots going on here at Laughing Place. So stay tuned. And if you haven't checked out our new 24-hour channel, I'm going to say it's laughingplace.com/TV. And if I'm wrong, Kyle and Doobie, please correct me in the comments. But what we do there is we offer you news and information about the Disney company 24 hours a day, along with Disney parks weather. We also give you updates on queues, because we know Disney fans check queue times even when we're not in the parks. We like to know how crowded or not crowded the parks are when we're not there. So we post those for you. So lots of fun over on that 24-hour news source. So laughingplace.com/TV. Thanks so much. See you next time, Bekah.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, bye. Let me see if I remember how to sign off.